you ready for some more VC?
I know I am, so let's head to the WNBA. Who won the WNBA championship this season?
Was it Aces?
Gray in the post. James covered by Allen.
Liberty? Sun?
To the wing. Nelson Soda. James covered by Abuke.
Or Mercury?
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Jordan Poole. Kevon Looney is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Simons in at the 2. And for the Pacers, they've got Buddy Hield, Herb Jones out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And you look at both of these teams, the athleticism that's on display is tremendous.
Oh, yeah, these young boys got some bounce, but what I like is the skill and the basketball IQ combined with the athleticism. That's why you're seeing so many beautiful plays out here.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Simons passes to LaVine. The 3-ball. The Pacers pull it in. On the wing, Jones. Back to Hield. Banchero outside. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. On target from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
Poole shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Jones goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
They need this. Poole shot is off.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Great positioning on the putback.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Jordan Poole.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Here's Looney, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
Shot by LaVine, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Driving to the basket, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
They really struggled against this team last year, despite having comparable talent. I mean, they got swept in the season series.
Now here's Simons, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
They're really working the paint now.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And the Bulls shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Levine against Hield. Levine surveys the D. Pass to Poole from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Now here's Poole. 17 points in his last outing. Again, the miss by Poole.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Ayton in the high post. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. McGee, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Washington comes in for Banchero. Neesmith, he's checked in for Hield. And Daniels is subbed in for Jones. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Richards is checked in for Looney. Morris comes in for Williamson. Burks, he's checked in for Simons. And it's Jones in for Poole. McGee finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Washington. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Knocks it loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Burks. A minute 29 left in the first. He buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoffs.
Ooh, McGee with the block.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what makes SGA an all-star caliber talent, his ability to take over games.
Now here's Burks. Pass to Richards. On the wing, Levine. The kick out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Back to Levine. Here's the 3. Hauled in by McGee.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Washington, first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago.
That's good from Jones.
At the line for 2.
Jones hits them both. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Here's Levine. 1 second left.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Nick Richards.
First one falls for
2
him.
shots.
And so he makes both from the line. He got it up. That one doesn't drop. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here.
Your Pacers.
It's the Pacers running away with this one. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Trey Jones is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Williamson in at the power forward position.
Yeah, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, DeAndre Ayton has big goals. He said, quote, "I want to be the best young two-way player in the league, controlling the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. Being everywhere, creating shots, rolling, blocking shots, just being in the paint, loud, communicating. That's my type of basketball."
He's got all the tools, Allie. Thanks for that. Good stuff there.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jones' shot is good. Jones has got his third basket on the night right there. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Well, Richard, you had 4 finals appearances and faced some legendary competition in each one.
Yeah, I went up against Shaq and Kobe, Duncan and David Robinson, Durant and Curry. That's why I lost 3 of them. But I was a part of the greatest championship ever in 2016, beating those 73-win Warriors.
And now the Bulls in transition. Simon's shot is good.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And he lobs it up top. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And since entering the league as a second-round pick, Trey Jones has shown tremendous growth, Richard.
He is a playmaker who really knows how to take care of the ball. Already a solid mid-range shooter and continues to work on his three-point shot.
Washington's checked in for Indiana. Looney's checked in for Chicago. Poole comes in for Jones. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Oh, they get a hand on it. Poole, the pass to Williamson. Back to Poole. The 3. Pacers with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Washington finds Hield. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
There's Simons with a 3. Nails it from 3.
Anthony Simons.
Simons got 5 points now this quarter.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
The 3 from Washington knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Burks. 13 feet out. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Hey, when you trust your shot like he does, it doesn't matter how much size you're giving up. He feels the mid-range in his territory.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. Pacers with a rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And Burks gets it to go.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Washington outside. Banchero against Burks. Basket's good. Banchero's got his second basket on the night.
It's so hard trying to throw Banchero off balance. He's superb at finishing through contact.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Well, Grant, the Pacers made no secret about their focus on improving defensively.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's how they'll take the next step. They rank near the bottom in a lot of defensive categories, and that has to change, and of course, they know it.
And some changes here for the Pacers. McGee, he's checked in for Ayton. Nesmith comes in for Banchero. And Daniels is subbed in for Jones. Morris, he's checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for Burks.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Washington finds McGee over Looney. McGee's shot is off. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run with the 10-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. Then on Friday, they head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers. Free throw's good. McGee. Richard, an interesting trend with this Chicago team. They're conservative three-point shooting.
Yeah, the Bulls hover around the bottom of the league for total attempts, BA, which definitely separates them for the rest of the NBA.
Well, Grant, we're still early on in the season here, but you feel like you've got a good sense of these teams yet?
Absolutely no. I mean, it's too early right now to tell. Now, some teams are still kind of coming into their own, so I think we need a few more games before we get a real sense of who the contenders are this year.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Now here's Hield, right wing, down low. A nice shot by McGee.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Poole. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Poole's got 6.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Hield. That shot is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Here's Simons. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Chicago. Richards is checked in for Looney, and it's Jones in for Poole. He's perfect from the line this time.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by Jones, and stolen by Jones. Here we go. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Chicago, 4th.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Out to the right wing. There's Neesmith with a three. Drops in the three. And the Pacers lead by 19.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Jones. Outside Levine. Called in by McGee.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Here's Jones. Knocks down the step-back J. Jones has got 6.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Oh, they pick off the pass. And now the Bulls in transition. Oh, my! How about that? And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
On the wing, Jones. Overhealed. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Pass to McGee. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nick Richards.
Personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Team foul. 2 shots. JaVale McGee.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for McGee. Here's Levine. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
No good on the second free throw. And so it's Indiana continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 25 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals. It's easy to see the effect he's had on his teammates. He's been the catalyst for that. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see them jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested and from deep range. Just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Neesmith and Carroll out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's McGee in at the small forward position. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half.
Carroll determined to hit that bucket, staying above the fray.
And Richard, if you look at 7-footer DeAndre Ayton, he has all the tools to be a dominant big man.
Yeah, you run down the list. He's mobile, bouncy, soft hands, great touch, has everything you need to be great. He's just got to put it all together.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Indiana's a team on the rise. Coach Rick Carlisle said this is a new era of Pacers basketball, a direction of youth and of going all in on a group of guys that are young, talented, and extremely high character and tremendous upside. Brian, a lot to be excited about.
No question. Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. That one falls.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
The kick out to Banchero. Here's Ayton. It's good. Ayton's got his third basket of the night.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Poole, the pass to Looney. Tries to break his ice. Poole can't get that one to fall.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Ayton. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 7 tonight. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Some changes for Indiana. Healds checked in for McGee. And it's Jones in for Neesmith. And a change for the Bulls. Burks, he's checked in for Simons. That one goes. Count it.
At 270, it's hard to knock Zion out of his rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jones. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Jones has got 8 points.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Poole shot is off.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Jones misses. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The Bulls have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's Poole. And there's the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it loose.
Wow. Since the break, he has struggled to get going.
And Ayton with the stuff. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Terrific physicality from Ayton, just going right to the rim.
Pass to Levine. It's rebounded by Indiana. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Count the basket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And this is why Levine takes so many threes. Even from way downtown, he is a knockdown threat.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 25. Ayton, no good.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Burks. And the layup is good off the glass. 9 points in the game.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
To the middle. And it's Heald, that time on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Chicago calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, He has some choice words for his team, words we cannot repeat.
Washington's checked in for Indiana. Daniels comes in for Heald. Now here's Richards. Morris outside. And the shot goes in. Morris has got his second bucket on the night.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Banchero. No good with the triple. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Morris. And he comes up with a bucket. Morris has gotten 4 this quarter.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Washington passes to Jones. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Pass to Burks. Now here's Richards. He's guarded by Washington. Richards' shot is off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
They get it back. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from down in the low post. It goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27 points.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And that one's good.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. Pass to Levine. It's rebounded by Banchero. Indiana's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's Daniels. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Daniels has got 7.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Now here's Banchero. He has 6. Washington's shot is good.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Now here's Levine. He's closely guarded. Right side Burks. Will it go? And the jumper falls for him. 11 points in the game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Daniels. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Indiana holding a massive 30. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Chicago, Marcus Morris out there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Wesley in at the 1.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Now here's Burks. Here's Bitadze, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Bitadze's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Burks. The shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team
Well,
foul.
from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Neesmith passes to Washington. Ooh, excellent D there from Burks.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Pass to Livers. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Pacers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Daniels, that one's true.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Burks. Here's Bataze. And that one is hammered home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive play.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Graham to the paint. Here's Banchero. Good. And Graham with the setup.
A combination of brute force and skill on the interior. Paulo Banchero.
Pass to Morris. Well, Richard, the league now requires 65 games played to qualify for postseason awards. You see that curbing load management at all?
I hope so, B.A. I'm not a big fan of load management. I think if you're healthy, you should try and play. You should build up your strength to run a marathon. I think if teams are prioritizing postseason success, that's fine. But, look, players are going to want to get those All-NBA awards because that helps with your contract.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Burks. The Pacers pull it in.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Banchero. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Burks. Tipped.
The stuff from Banchero, using that over 7-foot wingspan.
And Washington powers it through.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Burks. After the basket by Indiana. Pass to Bataze. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
These are the shots Coach wants them hunting down, just the easy makes.
Chicago has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Count it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Bulls shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. And stolen by Graham. It's Graham on the wing. Wesley with a rebound. And Richard, you played for 8 different teams, but what was your favorite city in the NBA?
Oh, it wasn't any of the places that I played. I love LA, I love Miami, I love New York, love me some Toronto. But my favorite place was Phoenix.
First personal foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
McGee, he's checked in for Washington. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Richards is checked in for Bataze. Levine comes in for Livers. Simons is checked in for Burks. And it's Jones in for Wesley. Now here's Levine. Oh, McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And the Pacers making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Morris. Great D that time from Banchero.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Jones up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Jones' shot is good.
2 minutes. Trey Jones.
Indiana on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Indiana.
An exceptional finisher, and some contact like that won't stop Shea completely.
Here's Simons. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Trey Jones.
The skills of SGA are so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
So much talk about what should be done with the regular season, RJ.
Yeah, players and teams have kind of really started downplaying the importance of the regular season, but not the smart ones. Part of that is, you know, the media obsession with rings and ring counting, but the regular season matters, and I do not believe that they should shorten it at all.
Jones misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him. He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And McGee with the stuff.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Jones. Outside Levine. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 37.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
At the next event.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.